Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are preparing for AWS Certified Machine Learning Specialist examination and if you are confused and stuck between multiple resources, then yes, this podcast is for you. I cleared my exam in my first attempt by just preparing for 3 months and I'm full-time working professional too. So in this episode, I would be sharing you how I prepared for the exam, what really worked for me, what mistakes I have done, and at the end, few tips, my study material and my real exam experience, which includes which area had more question. So no hype, no shortcut, just real experience. Stay till end of the episode, you will get lot more things to learn. Okay, before we jump into the main content, let me tell you honestly that if you are new to AWS and planning to give this exam, then it would be very difficult. So let's first clear basic AWS services like S3, CloudFront, CloudWatch, etc. Believe me guys, this exam is not easy. In my case, I had a company voucher, one serious attempt, and being a full-time working professional, things were tough. So what really worked for me was constantly testing my knowledge, identifying my weak area, and improving by reviewing the wrong answer. To have a solid foundation, I believe that I recommend Stephen Maarek's AWS Machine Learning Specialist course. And once you're done with this course, don't waste your time by rewatching the videos again and directly jump on to the test series. And as per my experience, the best test series which I found is Tutorial Dojos and Practice Test by Jon Bonso on Udemy. This test series has a really good quality of question and real exam pattern too. Okay. Earlier, while giving the test, my score was stuck around 50 to 60%, which really made me scary and doubt myself that whether I'm gonna clear this exam or not. So some questions were difficult, some questions were familiar, some question options were confusing, and if this is sounding the same, so believe me, you're not alone. Earlier, my biggest mistake was of thinking that if I give more tests, I would be becoming more better. So I keep on giving test after test, but my score was not improving. So at the end, I realized that I'm just memorizing the answer, but not understanding why AWS prefer one option over the other. That's where I changed my approach. For few services and few algorithm, I followed few tricks. First, when to use it. Second, when not to use it. What AWS preferred instead. By using this trick, I was able to answer most of the question even if it is asked in a different way. Okay, so this is where I started improving and my confidence started building. Later, I stopped giving long test series every day and just focus on 10 to 15 quality questions from ChatGPT. Okay, and improving by reviewing the wrong answer. So this made my preparation focused and less stressful.
Important resources. As I mentioned earlier, that Stephen Merrick's tutorial on AWS Machine Learning Specialist is the best one. Okay, once you do with this tutorial, your basic concept of throughout the syllabus would be clear. Let me show you that. This is AWS Machine Learning Specialist tutorial by Stephen Merrick. Okay, and once you're done with this tutorial, you can download the cheat sheet, okay, prepared by me. It has all the important topics and its relevant points which I have prepared while doing the preparation or while doing the test series. Okay, and after that jump on to the test series, and the best test series are Tutorial Dojos and the Udemy test series by Jon Bosco. And as per me, you should first try with Tutorial Dojos. It has section based question, review based question, and time based question. So start with section based question. Section based questions have 20 to 30 questions, and when you're done with this section based question, so you have base knowledge and you are ready for the test series. Let us have a look. This is Tutorial Dojo test series. It has time mode, review mode, section based, and randomized test. Start with section based test. And once you're done with Tutorial Dojo, you start Udemy test series by Jon Bonso. Let us see that. This is test series by Jon Bonso. It also have a good quality of questions. And once you're done with this three, you are ready for examination. And at this time, if you have a time and you wanted to give more short test series to just explore your knowledge, okay, then in my case, I done a short test with the help of ChatGPT, and all that question and answer I have uploaded on the drive. Let me show you that as well. Okay, this folder have all the short test series questions and answers. Okay, and in the study material you will find other files as well. Okay, that are notes which are which I have prepared while preparing. Okay, you can download that and refer. You will get something to learn next. Okay, so the another important point, exam point of view, is that exam will be of 3 to 4 hours, and if you are doing a online exam, then the proctor won't allow you to go for short break or a washroom. Okay, and if you move from webcam, the exam will be end. So everything will be wasted, money, energy and practice. So give long test as much as possible, okay, to increase your stamina. Okay, so now let me share my exam experience. Okay, so from which area which questions came. Now from EMR, 2 to 4 questions, AWS glue, 2 to 3 questions, one hot encoding, 2 to 3 questions, AWS glue data brew, 3 plus questions, oversampling, 2 to 3 questions, Amazon SageMaker data wrangler, 3 plus questions, log transformation, 1 question, scatter plot, 2 questions, overfitting, 2 to 3 questions, F1 recall, 3 to 4 questions, record IO protobuf, I guess it was 1 or 2 questions, comprehend, 2 to 3 questions, recognition, 2 to 3 questions, lex transcribe translate poly, 2 to 3 questions, Apache Flink kinesis analytics, 2 questions, random cut forest, which is also called as RCF, 1 question, PCA, 2 to 3 questions, CNN object detection, 2 to 3 questions, IP insights, 1 question, XGBoost, 2 questions. Next, hyperparameter tuning, 3 questions, early stopping, 1 or 2 questions, AWS DMS, 1 question, QuickSight, 2 questions, SageMaker debugger, clarify, model monitor, 2 to 3 questions, production variant, 2 questions, pipe mode, 1 question, feature store, 1 question.
On exam day, I followed simple rule. Read the question twice, remove the two wrong answer, and if I get confused between two options, I used to ask myself which is AWS managed, cost effective and scalable. This led me to the right answer every time. I didn't rush, I believed my preparation, I stayed calm. Okay, and now if you're working professional and if you believe that this exam is tough, you don't have time, then believe me guys, this is doable. You don't have to know everything, you just have to think how AWS is expecting you to think. Okay, if this episode really helped you to understand things better, feel free to like, comment and share with the people who are preparing for this examination. Remember, consistency beat intensity and clarity beat confusion. Okay, if this episode helped you, please come back and leave your feedback. This will motivate me in future. And thanks for listening and all the best for your AWS journey. Thank you.